How are we gonna get across?
I can make it. I got a good feeling.
You're not gonna jump?
Come on, cause somebody's gotta do it. We don't got no other choice, right?
Luigi, this is not miraculous. Luigi!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the least faithful portrayals of video game characters across film and TV.
And always carry a nice assortment of power berries.
He's the Pac-Man!
Number 10, Jake Gyllenhaal as the Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. In a bold attempt to kick off a Pirates of the Caribbean-esque franchise, Jake Gyllenhaal starred in the Prince of Persia film adaptation.
And how did you become a prince?
The king marched into the market one day and he found me.
The game of the same title follows an unnamed hero who controls time to fight monsters and maneuver through platforming puzzles.
I saw my father turn to sand.
Gyllenhaal's prince is named Destan, and he's more concerned with overthrowing the corrupt king of Persia than slashing through monsters. The Dagger of Time is faithful to the original game, but it's worth mentioning that Gyllenhaal himself is not of Persian descent. He probably wishes he could rewind time to reject this role. Number 9, Kristen Slater as Edward Carnby, Alone in the Dark. What's the only thing scarier than a town of Lovecraftian creatures? A 1% on Rotten Tomatoes. Alone in the Dark games follow Edward Carnby, an average private investigator who stumbles into thrilling supernatural adventures.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
This movie pivots the genre from thriller to action, featuring Kristen Slater as Carnby.
You're right, Burke. Maybe I have gotten soft.
In the games, Carnby eludes monsters through survival horror mechanics. Slater's Carnby is more of an action star, and unfortunately, the action here sucks. What do you expect when Uwe Boll is behind the camera? This iteration of Carnby faces off against creatures using superhuman physical abilities, as well as monster senses that alert him to paranormal activity. If only Slater could sense how badly this movie would bomb. Number 8, Cate Blanchett as Lilith, Borderlands. Borderlands is famous for its clever dialogue and iconic cel-shaded art style. Take that away and what do you have? The 2024 Borderlands screen-to-screen adaptation starring Cate Blanchett as Lilith, alongside Jamie Lee Curtis as the similarly dull Dr. Tannis.
Yeah, well, wouldn't know.
Gamers will recognize Lilith as the 22-year-old siren who uses her phase walk ability to switch dimensions. Cate Blanchett's Lilith, on the other hand, is a generic gunslinging bounty hunter spouting uninspired action movie cliches such as, "I'm getting too old for this."
That's what this shit is about?
Despite surviving in the wasteland, she appears poised and glamorous, untouched by the maddening environment surrounding her. This depiction of Lilith could use a little more character depth.
Let me tell you everything you need to know about Pandora. She's dangerous, she's dirty, and she's definitely a toxic waste dump.
Number 7, Mark Wahlberg as Max Payne, Max Payne. The Max Payne games were instrumental in popularizing bullet time, a highly cinematic slow-motion gameplay feature.
It's time to bring this little hellhole to the ground.
It would make sense for this to translate seamlessly into a film format. However, Mark Wahlberg's portrayal of Max Payne was so lackluster, he earned himself a Razzie for Worst Actor, turning this action hero into an action zero.
Look, my partner was killed too. We're both looking for the same person.
Yeah, you.
With tropes galore, Wahlberg's performance inflicts maximum pain on the viewer and leaves us wondering how such a powerful protagonist could come off as so boring. You don't need bullet time to see this bomb coming.
I got 6 shots off. I hit someone. You gotta check the hospital. You gotta check her.
I'm not a cop anymore, Max.
Number 6, Pablo Schreiber as Master Chief, Halo. The Halo TV series split audiences, with Master Chief himself being the key point of contention. One of the most controversial moments among die-hard Halo fans came in the show's pilot after Master Chief removes his helmet, something he has never done across any of the games. Additionally, the show features a scene with the Spartan having relations with an imprisoned member of the Covenant, the alien faction at war with humanity. Fans were conflicted, holding the sentiment that Master Chief would never remove his armor, let alone with a perceived enemy of humanity. Because of this controversy, Pablo Schreiber's Master Chief can say Halo to number 6.
Guess we'll see.
Number 5, Rupert Friend as Agent 47, Hitman Agent 47.
So, why don't we start with your name?
47.
Agent 47 was genetically engineered and ruthlessly trained into the most efficient contract assassin in the world. The games, while having numerous creative paths for executing targets, often steered players towards stealth eliminations for high-profile hits.
I thought you could only be a legend after you were dead.
Oh, but you are.
Our titular killer in Hitman Agent 47 opts for brute force tactics and shootouts in broad daylight over these covert methods integral to his games. This was the second feature portrayal of Agent 47, his first being Timothy Olyphant in the 2007 film. '47's look is easy to nail with a suit, a bald cap, and a barcode on the back of his head. Despite all of that, Rupert Friend's portrayal simply doesn't scan. Number 4, Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, Uncharted. Nolan North is regarded as one of the greatest video game voice actors of all time. Tom Holland had his work cut out for him upon taking on his role as Uncharted's fearless treasure hunter Nathan Drake.
I just can't figure out the length. I just keep making it all fat.
Come here.
This makes for a jarring contrast of personality coming from Nolan North's performance, coupled with Mark Wahlberg and Victor Sullivan. The Uncharted series plunges Nathan Drake into a rich environment with thrilling parkour and puzzle segments. This movie serves as a stunted origin story to Nathan Drake's international escapades, failing to capture his adventurous spirit the games do so well.
The keys are your compass, the keys are your compass, the keys.
Treasure hunters beware. There's not much to salvage here.
Hey, it's always a pleasure doing business with you. And, would you look at that?
Number 3, Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft. One of the most well-known female video game protagonists and co-mascot of the PlayStation game console, absolutely deserves a spot on the big screen. Lara Croft, the highly decorated archaeologist and expert combatant, has been in 3 different film adaptations.
Lara.
Vogel's got a satellite phone. We can get to it, we can call for help.
Vogel has an army.
You were the one who taught me to never give up.
Despite being a prominent female figure in the world of video games, 2018's Tomb Raider fails to highlight what makes Lara Croft such an engaging character.
What do you know about my father?
Say what you will about the Angelina Jolie movies, but at least she had fun in the role.
Who sits here?
We can be partners and go for the big prize. The Triangle of Light.
Yes, but who sits here?
While learning from its predecessors and keeping Lara relatively grounded in reality, audiences were split over Alicia Vikander's less than compelling portrayal. It seems like the hardest puzzle to solve when adapting a video game is making everybody happy. Number 2, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo as Mario and Luigi Mario, Super Mario Brothers. The first live-action video game movie adaptation was 1993's Super Mario Brothers, which was foundational for this notorious genre. The Mario Brothers have done it all, from racing go-karts to hunting ghosts. Unfortunately, when making this campy romp of an adaptation, the writers threw all source material out the window. Fan-favorite Mario creatures such as Yoshi, Toad, and King Koopa are unrecognizable from their cutesy video game counterparts turned into overly prehistoric versions of themselves.
Look what she did to you.
Mario and Luigi are devoid of all personality, with characterization weaker than a World 1 Koopa Troopa. While being considered a cult classic, this movie was a massive box office bomb.
You're never gonna believe this.
I believe it.
You do?
I believe.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Kristen Krook as Chun-Li, Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. Chun-Li is one of the most iconic protagonists in the genre of fighting games. Instantly recognizable from her martial arts skills and famous Chi Pao dress, Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li fumbled its interpretation of this Interpol icon.
Should we kill you before or after we cut you?
I wouldn't do either.
You're not in a place to negotiate.
Not yet.
Fans of the series expect brawls in broad daylight with killer combos, but scenes of Chun-Li's fights are scarce and seldom out on the street.
Listen, lady, I think it's time for you to go.
Straying from what made Chun-Li so great in the games results in a hero as derivative as the nameless goon she beats up. 1994 Street Fighter garnered a cult following, but after The Legend of Chun-Li, Capcom brought the band hammer down on any live-action feature adaptations of their properties.
Fathers always have a weakness for their daughters.
Talk about a combo breaker. Let us know which of these portrayals made you rage quit in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more Watch Mojo videos.
Good to have you back, princess. Kiss me.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.